All right, so today we'll be talking about prime numbers. All right, and then can we sing the song we just learned on it? Let's go. A number that is divisible by itself and one. A number that is divisible by itself and one. It is prime number. It's a number that is divisible. Louder, let us go. A number that is divisible by itself and one. Can't hear you. Number that is divisible by itself and one. What do we call it? It is called prime number. It's a number that is divisible by itself and one. It is called prime number. It's a number that is divisible by itself and one. Very good. I don't know if I've heard about the Dead Sea in Israel. You just go there, you don't need to learn to swim. You will float. No matter how fat you are. You're a swimmer or a non-swimmer, you will just float. Because of the salt there. So from there, they have the mud. The mud from there is used for healing. So people who travel to Israel get it. All the mud they share. And some other minerals they bring from there are very good for healing. He doesn't give out. But at least he gives something that can heal. He just receives from other sources. This God is just so awesome. How can water body be receiving for how many years? Till now. It has not started giving out. So, but prime number has a friend. It can divide itself by itself, and it also can divide by 1. Is that not so? So at least it's better than the Dead Sea. It has at least a friend. Okay, so now let's talk about prime numbers. Let's go to the next one. Now look at the timetable here, and we look at the chart. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. That's how it goes, Montessori. Now look at this. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2, and up to 15 times 1 is 15. 15 times 2 is 30. So we'll go further and I explain some more things to us. Now welcome to units house. You know the units numbers start from 0 to what? 9. Is that not so? What are the unit numbers you can tell me? 0 to 9. Now, I'm sure you've heard about prime ministers. They're very special people. They're not just ordinary. Anywhere a king rules, there are prime ministers there. Alright? But where kings don't rule, like Nigeria, we practice democracy, we have presidents. Okay? And governors. But abroad, I mean, some places like the UK, they still practice that. So they still have a queen, so they have a prime minister. So prime, in the sense that it's very special. It's not just ordinary. All right, so let's look at the numbers from 0 to 9 that qualify, that can divide themselves by themselves and by 1. So let's look at the window. Let's see the first number. What's the first number there? 2. Excellent. Let's look at the window again. What's the next number? 3. Awesome. Let's look at the window. What's the number? 5. And the fourth window? 7. So 4 units, 4 of the units numbers qualify for the prime house. Okay? And they are 2, 3, 5, and 7. Again. 2, 3, 5, and 7. You can divide things by 2, but you can't divide 2 by any other number. You can divide 2 by 2 because it's itself. Is that not so? Yeah. And you can divide it and then it will give you 1 by 1. Okay, that's all it can do. There's nothing anymore. I mean, initially I was wondering, but 2 is an even. So 2 is the only even number in the units family that is in that category. Is that clear? So we have 2, we have 3, we have 5, we have 7. Excellent. So let's go by units house. So we go to the next one. Welcome to the tens house. You know, for the units, we have 10, we have 20, 30, 40, like that to 100. Is that so? All right. Okay, so let's look at this. This is the tens house. Let's see the numbers that qualify as prime numbers in the tens house. The first number there is 11. Second number 13. Third number 17. The next one 15. 15 can be divided by 3 and 15 can be divided by 5. Is that also? So it's not divisible only by itself. It has friends. Is that clear, everyone? So we have 1, 3, 17, 11, 13, 17, and alright. So let's recap. What are those numbers we saw in units house? 2, 3, 5, and 7. One more time, let's go. 2, 3, 5, and 7. Now we are in tens house. I want to leave tens house. Now let's recap. What about tens house? What are the numbers? 11, 13, 17, and 19. Say it like you know it. Let's go again. 11, 13, 17, and 19. Now whose house are we in now? 20. We're in 20's house, okay? 20's prime house. So let's see, 20 has only 2 prime ministers. Only 2. So let's find out the prime ministers in 20's house. 21 can be divided by 3. So 21 can be there. And by 7 as well. Okay, so, but 23, can it be divided by any other number? No, you must carry. If you divide, you may be dividing by, turn it into 21. We want numbers that can stay. I mean, numbers that need reminders rather is what we're talking about now. And those are prime numbers, okay? So 23 qualifies. Let's see another one from the 20's house. 29. So 23 and 29. Is that clear, everybody? Yes. Very good. So we have 23 and 29 in 20's house, okay? So let's move on to the next one. So whose house are we in now? 30's house. Very good. Let's recap again. Let's go to units house. Who are the candidates there? 2, 3, 5, and 7. Let's go to 10's house. Who are the candidates there? 11, 13, 17, and 19. Please, can you roll it for yourselves? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, we just finished with 20's house, right? Who are the, how many prime ministers are there? 2. And who are they? 23 and 20. A round of applause for yourselves. Good job. Good job. I really don't like math, but I have to do it in a way that even me, I learned yesterday. Can you imagine that? It has to be fun for me to like it. Okay? Maths used to be so rejected. Don't you know your prime numbers? You're supposed to know your prime numbers. You're 3 for crying out loud. How am I supposed to know when you have not dramatized it for me? Okay, I hope we are all following, everybody. Yeah. All right. So we're in 30's house. How many windows do you see? 2. So how many prime ministers are we looking at for? 2. So let's see 30's house. How many prime ministers? 31. 37. So 31 and 37. And 1 looks like 7, right? Or do I say 7 looks like 1? Because 1 came first. Before it came. So they kind of look alike. So remember that. And once you have your 3 first, and you have your 1, I'm looking for the next number that looks like that 1. And that is what? 7. Very good. So in 30's house, we have 2 prime ministers, 2 prime numbers, and they are 31 and 37. Excellent. So let's go to the next one. Welcome to 40's house. How many prime ministers are there? 3. Okay, so prime numbers there, the 3 prime numbers. Now can we have some quiet, please? Thank you. 40, so let's see the people there. 41. Let's see the next one. 43. Let's see the next one. Now, do you see the difference between 30's house and this one? Now, 43 and 3 is added to the group. And they are all, right? 1, 3, and 7. So in 40's house, there are 3 prime numbers. In 40's house, there are 3 prime numbers. And they are 41, 43, and 47. I can only hear the voices of those people on this side. What are the 3 prime numbers in 40's house?
41, 43, and 47.
Are we sure we understand it?
Yes.
Whose house are we going into next?
50.
Oh, 50's house. And how many windows are there? 2. Just 2 prime ministers in 50's house. So let's find out who is there. Hello? Who is in the house? Show yourself. 53. Who else is in the house? So in 50's house, there are 2 prime numbers there, 53 and 59. Can I hear that again?
53 and 59.
Let's recap. How many prime numbers are in 20? 20's house. Well, what are they?
73 and 29.
What about 30's house?
31 and 37.
Are we sure?
Yes.
What about 40's house?
41, 43, and 47.
Excellent. What about 50's house now?
53 and 59.
Awesome. Now we're on 60's house, right? Hello, 60. Are we welcome? Okay, it says welcome. So, and how many prime numbers are in 60's house?
2.
Are we sure? Let's find out. 61 and 67. 1 and 7 again. Did you notice that? 3 and 1, 3 and 7. 6 and 1, 6 and 7. And they are friends. Are they not so? Okay, so 61 and 67. Whose house are we going into next?
70.
Whose house are we going into next?
70.
70. Good job. So let's go. How many windows can we find?
3.
Okay, so let's see the prime numbers in 70's house. Prime numbers in 70's house. 71, 73, 79. That's okay. 71, 73, and 79. Let's go again.
71, 73, and 79.
One more time.
71, 73, and 79.
All right, thank you. So we're leaving 70's house and we're going to 80's house is the farmer's house. Can you see his little chickens? All right. So 80 has 2, and the farmer and his wife live in that house. So they decided to put 2 windows. All right. So let's see the numbers that for 80 we have 83. And we have 89, 83 and 83 and 89. Those are the prime numbers in 80's house. So whose house are we going to have? 90's house. 90 is a loner. He lives alone in his little cottage. In a cottage in the wood, a little boy on the window stood, saw a rabbit running fast, knocking at the door. He says, help me, help me, help me, please, before the hunter shoots me down. Come, little rabbit, play with me, happy we shall be. Only one number is there, and that is 97. He's the only one living in the house. And he just wishes that he can have more friends. Now I made up some codes that will help us. Those are the code clues that will help us remember the prime numbers. So let's look at them now. The unit. And the units are 2, 3, 5, and so pretend as if you're making a call. Hello, unit. So let's dial the number. Let's go to, you know those olden days telephone. So let's go now. Let's go 2, 3, 5, and so that's the code. Don't forget, okay? So let's go to the next one. The tens. So let's see the tens. The code is what? 1, 3, 7, and 9. 1, 3. Again, 1, 3. So what do I mean by that? Write your 1 first, and then you add a 1. You write another 1 first, and then you write your 3. You write another 1 first, and you write your 7. Write another 1 first, and you write your 9. So that is 11, 13, 17, and 9. So remember the code for tens: 1, 3, 7, and 9. 1, 3, 7, and 9. So come to the rescue. 1, 3, 7, and 9. All right. So we go to the next one. Clue number 2: the 20s, the 50s, and the 80s. So 20s, 50s, 80s share something in common. So let's see what they share in common. They share 3 and 9. So we have 23, 29, 53, 83, 89. Is that clear, everybody? Yeah. So they share one thing in common, 3 and 9. I hope these codes will help you, right? All right. So remember 20, 50, 80, 3, and 9. Don't forget, okay? All right. So we go to the next one. The 30s and the 60s. Who can tell me what they share in common? They share one, and they're called the 1 and 7s. So the 1 and 7s are the 30s and the 60s, right? Very good. Remember the 20s, the 50s, and the 80s are the 3 and 9s, okay? While the 30s and the 60s are the 1 and 7s. Is that clear, everybody? What do I mean by that? 31 and 37. 61 and 67. Is that clear, everyone? All right. So now, the 40s. The 40s, the code for the 40s is what? 1, 3, 7. Let's dial it. 1, 3, and 7. Call Mr. 40. 1, 3, and 7. One more time, let's call. 1, 3, and 7. Very good. That means it's what? 41, 43, and 47. Awesome. Good. So the 70s. 70 says 1, 3, 9. 71, 73, 79. 1, 3, 9. So don't forget when you get to 70's house, okay? 1, 3, 9. All right, we go to the next one. The 90s. And it's a loner. Only. 7. Only. 7. Only. 7. Thank you. All right. So we're going to now color. We're going to find the prime number. Are we ready? Yeah. Are we ready? Yeah. Ready? Yeah. If you're ready and you know we say ready. Ready. Okay, so let's look for highlighter. So you're going to be telling me the colors to, hold on. Highlighter is not showing me. I need a sign to. Okay, so let's see. What are the prime numbers in units house?